What's up guys? Coming to you right now with another live stream. Thought I'd do one this afternoon or tonight. Let me just wait for a few people to log in. Alright. So, what I want to talk about in this session is something that I want to talk to you guys about some hard times that I've gone through in my past and some things that you guys can apply to your own trading career and what to do to help yourself moving forward. And that's what this whole session is all about, is no matter what sort of trading goal you're after, and I know this is not a sexy topic or whatever, but it's that's basically what I want to talk to you guys about when it comes to, you know, your trading goals and how to actually achieve those goals overall long term, and what is the thing that's actually stopping you from moving forward. And so that's basically what I want to talk about in this session. Wait for a few more people to log on, and then we'll start from there. So what I'll do is, there's a lot of things that goes into your trading and your trading goals and how to actually break through hard times and what it actually takes for you to actually do that. Right now I'm actually at the gym, as you guys can tell. I seem to do good morning 8:50 Australian time. Hey, that's me too, man. That's me too. Sydney in this bitch. Look at that. Oh, sweaty. Oh, looking good. Always like to stay in good shape. Anyway, balanced lifestyle. That's what it's all about, right? Balanced lifestyle. And that's what we all want to aspire to, right? Is having that balanced lifestyle. I've just had an amazing weekend with my kids. Just an incredible weekend, truly was. And I want to talk to you guys about, you know, those trading goals and those things that's really going to help you moving forward with your trading goals. The first thing I must say is this. I'm not sure if you guys realize or really believe in the invisible forces that is around us. Call it God, call it the universe, but there is something invisible that we just can't put our hands on that is supporting us and guiding us every single day. Call it your intuition, right? That's the God, that's the universe or whatever in your life. And one thing that I have found, and I know this is not sexy as hell. Hey John, thanks for sharing your training experience. Hey Patrick, how you doing, my man? So, you know, that's what you want to do. You know what I mean? Like, I believe in that invisible force. And, you know, if you guys haven't done yet, go to Amazon or go to my website, officialjohnhader.com, and get my book. It's only a couple of dollars. It's called The Flow of Success. And I talk a lot about this, of my experiences with the law of attraction. With, you know, not only what do I think about law of attraction, but how has it actually applied to my life? And how practically, in technical physical terms, how has it actually worked in my life? And it's so interesting, you know, because I'll give you an example, right? And this applies to every area of your life. Just before this weekend. Now, not every single thing you write down is going to happen, but let me explain something to you. Just before this weekend, I wrote down, I had an amazing weekend with my kids. I had a truly amazing weekend. And, you know, and I wrote down something specific, right? So I wrote down me and my son Bailey. Now, Bailey is my youngest son. I've got 3 kids, 2 sons, 1 daughter. And I specifically said, Bailey, me and Bailey were laughing a lot. All right. Now, normally I'm not That's not a normal thing for me and Bailey to be laughing a lot like that. But it was really weird because I thought, you know what, I'm gonna write that down. Normally I'm playing with my older son or my daughter. She's the second oldest. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna write down Bailey. I'll play with Bailey, but I thought I want to see if there's anything noticeable. I thought, you know what, me and Bailey had an amazing time and we were laughing a lot and we were just having a really good time. Now, I wrote that down on Friday. And now I'm at the gym thinking about the weekend and I realized Bailey was cracking up at all my stupid jokes all weekend. He was just cracking up. I'd say a little boo-boo and he would just crack up laughing. I'd say something in the car and he'd just crack up laughing. I'm like, Bailey's finding me really funny this weekend. I don't know why. He's more funnier than ever. And I'd sing a song like Bar Bar Black Sheep and Bailey would say, "Oh, Dad, that's for kids, not for me." Ha 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 ha. And he's only 6 years of age. Anyway, I know this sounds crazy. I know this sounds really silly, but that works. Practical. And I thought, how incredible is that? How incredible is that to be able to write that down and for it to happen in your life? Now, there's something magical about that. I don't know what it is. Now, sometimes you have to write it down 2 or 3. Now, sometimes you have to write it down like other things, like bigger things in my life. I've had to write down sometimes 30, 60, 90 days in a row for that thing to start to happen. Because some bigger things take time, patience, discipline, consistency for the law of attraction to start to happen in your life. And other things don't. Again, go to Amazon, type in Flow of Success. That's my book. I think it's like $3 or something right there. I make like $1 from it. I don't make any money from it, really. Go get that book. You're going to learn more about how the law of attraction helped me. But in a nutshell, that's what happened, right? And I've used this for everything. I've used this for partnership and so on and so forth. So one thing I want you guys to realize, one thing I want you guys to understand with your own trading is my mentor said to me, "John, most people don't make money from the markets, not because they don't know how to do it, right? It's because really deep down inside their belief, they believe they can't. And whatever you truly believe is going to happen. And so we need to rewire that subconscious, right? Rewire that subconscious. I'll give you guys an example. I'll give you guys an example of trading experience, right? I'll give you a real life example. Through all of last year, I was struggling to get even one 100% success rate. One 100% success rate. Sorry, one 100% return on investment. Like trading options, I get my 80s or 90s or 60s, 50%, but I was struggling to get 100%. 100%. Or like 100%, not 100% success rate, but 100% return on my investment for that trade. 100% profit. And I'm like, what if I started writing down, this happened in September, October, November. So in November last year, I started writing down, I'm so grateful and happy now that I'm a master trader that finds and trades powerful setups that run on for 100% profit or hundreds of percent in profit. Right? And so that's what I started writing down. And I'm not joking, I wrote that down morning and night. And guess what happened in December? Boom, my very first, in December, I had 100% profit and I had one 200% profit. What the hell? Where the hell did that come from? Now this happened about 45 days later after I started writing this down. Now call that coincidence, call that luck or whatever. Remember guys, all last year I had problems even getting 100% profit. And then 45 days later, I'm starting to write this down and suddenly boom, in 1 week, I had 100% profit. It was actually close to Christmas. 100% profit and a 200% profit. I thought, this is crazy. This is just crazy. And ever since then, throughout the rest of this year so far, the last couple months, I've had another 200% profits. And then there's been a couple other trades where there's been like 800% return and so on and so forth that potentially was there on the table for that trade. Now I didn't get all of that because of my patience, but the trade was there. So it's really interesting to see how things play out when you write this stuff down. And it's so interesting to see that happen. And again, I don't know what to call it. I don't know what to say about that, but it just happens. So whatever you truly believe in, now I know this sounds airy-fairy and it sounds like hogwash, and a lot of people that are trading, it's like, just John, show me the trading system that's going to work. And that is such the wrong question to ask. There is 1,000 ways to make money from the markets. Like, I guarantee you, okay, here's a successful strategy for you. Wait for a market, wait for the market, wait for a daily chart to be in an uptrend, wait for it to come down to some sort of weekly support level, wait for it to hold support a little bit, maybe reversal bar, or maybe wait for a little bounce. Get in on that bounce. Have a 3 times profit target, or a 2 times profit target than your one risk, and that's all you have to do. I guarantee you'll make money, because you're going to be more than 50-50 right. Especially if you're trading in a good weekly upward trend and the daily chart pulls back to good support level, hold there, buy it. Okay, every single time my risk, and just say your risk is $1,000 every time you trade, right? That's your position. You adjust your position sizes. Okay, every time I trade, I'm going to have $1,000 risk on my account. If that were just as an example, well, that means you're going to have $2,000 profit. Now, I guarantee you that's going to do at least 60% right. You do the math, right? So trading is not that difficult. It really isn't. What is the hard thing? What is the hard thing? Yeah, give me some thumbs up for that. What is the hard thing? It's us. It's being patient. It's being disciplined. It's being consistent. That's the hard thing, right? And so whenever you're trading in the markets, that is the hardest thing to do when you are trading, is to do that. So the first thing I do say, guys, is that if you're looking for strategy, if you're looking for the X factor, if you're looking for a report, if you're looking for a subscription, if you're looking for something external that you think you're missing, that you're not intelligent enough and you don't know it, and all this sort of stuff, and you need a new strategy, or the strategy didn't work for you, then you're looking in the wrong place. So people say to me, John, how do you actually start? John, I've got a $1,000 trading account. How do I start growing that? Or, John, I've got a $10,000 trading account. How do I start growing that into a full-time income? And I said, I don't care if you got $1 million. I don't care if you have $1 million. If you don't have the mindset of a successful trader wrapped around an umbrella, which is discipline, patience, consistency, showing up every day. One of my mentors, I actually went to see one of his mentors. I went to my mentor's mentor. And he said, you know what a super trader is, John? I said, what? He goes, a person that shows up every day. He's consistent. He's disciplined. He's patient. That's what a super trader is. He takes his losses, etc., etc., etc. Now that's the hard thing, right? That's the hard thing for us. So it's not the trading system that you need to be focusing on. It's the characteristics of a successful trader. What is the characteristics of a successful trader? He shows up every day. He doesn't miss a day. He's consistently doing his homework. He's disciplined. Disciplined in getting in when he needs to, getting out when he needs to, and not taking any trade when there is no trade. Patience, right? Me, I'm not a patient person. That's my hard for with trading. I know it. It's like, sometimes when I throw that mouse out the window because I want to click the button to buy. It's like, that's my problem, right? When it comes to trading. Now, over the years, I've gotten better and better and better at it. But I hope you can see from your trading goals that it's not the trading system that you need to be focusing on more. It's all these other ingredients that you need to be working on more, and the profits will come if you can work on that more. Because as I said before, it's not the trading system. Any trading system really works out there. Like there's dozens and dozens and thousands of systems out there work. But there's only going to be one system that works for you. What is that? And then wait for that setup. But don't be focusing on the trading system, because that's really only like 10% of your success. The 90% is where it's going to come from, right? Your mindset. Are you trading in fear right now? Are you getting in and getting out right now based on fear? Fear of missing out? Are you getting out of a trade right now because you're fearful of losing money? Are you rushing it right now? Are you saying I haven't had a trade for a week, so now I've got to get into the market? Are you being disciplined and doing the work every single day, doing your scans, doing your research, going through the markets? Are you disciplined in not taking any trades when there is no trades, even if it is for a week? Are you being consistent at stepping up to the plate every single time when there is a trade without fail? Are you being disciplined and consistent at making sure every single time you do get a step up to the plate that you are getting in at the right time, not later or earlier, but on the confirmation candle or bar, whatever you use? Are you doing that? Are you making sure that there is not a lot of risk on your account at the exact same time? Where you know if the whole world went belly up, you still can protect yourself. These are all the little things that we need to make sure we work on. Because I guarantee you work on this gray area that a lot of people think that just doesn't matter. Because I think it's just a trading system. And as you know, right, every single trading system really has a gray area in the trading system. And that's one of the reasons why it's so difficult, right? Because us humans are such emotional human beings. And when it comes to money, especially when we can see that thing ticking up and down, you know, like when I trade lately, guys, I don't look at my account balance. I have no idea where it is. I have no idea what my account balance is right now. I won't know until the end of March. The reason why, because I'm in a bunch of trades right now. Some are losing, some are profit. I don't really care. Because looking at the account balance going up and down, that's just going to cause emotion in me. All I care about is what is the chart telling me and what do I need to do. It's not about how much money am I making or losing. I always talk about percentages. You think you guys realize that? If you guys have been watching this video, or you're watching this live stream right now, or video afterwards, that I always talk in percentages. I never talk in, you know, oh my goodness, 200% return, that equaled $40,000. Oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it was so good. Oh, who cares about the dollar figure, right? The dollar figure is irrelevant. It's about what are you consistently doing. And I always like to talk in percentages because that's where it's at. And the reason why I talk in percentages is because it lowers my emotional state. If I was like, oh my goodness, I made $40,000 this trade. Oh my goodness, it was so good. What am I doing there? Egotistic son of a bitch. Guess what's going to happen to my next couple of trades? I guarantee I'm going to give that at least half that back. Because that's what happens. It happens to me all the bloody time. Whenever I become egotistic about the profits I make, I end up giving it, actually a lot of times I end up giving it all back plus some. It's like, because we become egotistic, right? You know, we swell up, we think we know it all and all that sort of stuff. Don't we? And so that's basically what happens. That's basically what goes on, you know, in our trading careers, in our trading life. So they're the main things that we need to be focusing on. They're the main things that we should be working on in us, and not being too. Again, that ego is going to slap you bad. The ego is going to smack you hard, something bad, if you're trying to trade the markets and try to trade consistently. It's not about being lucky and having a really good profit here and there. Because it's not about, and that's what a lot of people say to me, oh John, I made $4,000 trading Bitcoin. Or I made 100 grand trading Bitcoin and you have no idea what you're talking about, blah, 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 blah. It's like, I remember one guy, late last year, Bitcoin was like at about 16, 17,000. And he ran to me and said, John, you know what? I don't need your coaching. Who are you? I made $750,000 trading all these cryptos, and so you know, and they're going to keep going up. So I don't need your help. Guess where that guy is right now? He's probably got maybe 300 grand, but that's going to hurt him. Why? Because if he went from, say, wherever he was, say 100 grand up to 300 grand, that's a good profit, right? But if you went from 100 grand to 750,000, then back down to 300 grand, now you're hurting. It's like, because now you saw that money and now went down. I told this guy, you're crazy. You're crazy for holding on. I don't need your coaching. Guess what? His ego got in the way. Guess what's going to happen to Donald Trump real soon? This is the reason why I know that this is the reason why I know the stock market's going to crash. How? Because Donald Trump has been so egotistic about how the stock market's been going up every single day. The president has been saying, look at the stock market, look at the stock market. I'm like, I know how the universe works. And when someone keeps bragging about something like that, the opposite is going to smack him in the face. It always does. It always happens. It happens to every single one of us. And you guys probably know what I'm talking about, right? Give me a thumbs up or give me a yes in the chat, in the little live thing there, if you guys know what I'm talking about, right? It always happens. If we do well at something and we brag, later on it smacks us in the face. It's like, come on, you know? And that's where like, again, hey, India. So that's basically where your trading's at. And that's where, like, I've learned to try to keep my emotions under check. Because I might make, you know, 50 grand, 100 grand in a month. But I'm not gonna come and brag about that. It's like, oh, look how much money I made and look how good I am. It's like, who cares? Me bragging and me being egotistic is not gonna be any good for my future, and it's not gonna be any good to help you guys. So when you're trading, that ego needs to be in check. But that's the hard thing, right? Because if you, just say for example, you make $1,000 a week, all right? Or let's say you make $5,000 a month from your work, right? And then you start trading for a while, and then suddenly you hit a massive winning streak, and you make one trade in a week, boom, made $5,000. Made another trade the next week, oh, boom, another 5 grand. And then you make another trade, oh my goodness, and now that's $10,000 in profit. Guess what's happening now? You're swelling up, right? You're like, oh, I just made 4 months worth of income in 3 weeks. And you're like, I just made 20 grand. And now you start to swell up, and now you start to get overly confident. And guess what ends up happening? You lose all that money and a lot more. So, for your trading goals, whatever they are, whatever your trading goals are, and how to actually break through that is not focusing on the system, is not focusing on the strategy. Yes, we need a strategy that works. I reckon all strategies work. But the thing that doesn't, the thing that's going to make the system work is the driver. It's not the Ferrari. It's not the Ferrari that crashes in the pole when you're skidding out of control, or the car. What is it? It's the driver. So if you're a good driver and you know where to focus on, you know what to do to correct it, boom, you're back on track. It's the driver behind the system that's going to help you do well. So focus on this. Focus on that being your goal, that being your trading goal. Because I promise you, if you start working on these little small disciplines and these things we talked about in this video today, this live stream today, then you'll start to see your trading improve. And what I do say is, if you're looking at an actual trading goal, set whatever goal you want, but lower the barrier. Don't say I want to make 100 grand a year. That's $8,000 a month in your first year. Say, wouldn't it be nice if I could do $500? Hey, Julian, I appreciate your comment there. Wouldn't it be nice if I could start making $2,000 a week? Right, and set that as your first goal, $2,000 a week. Why $2,000 a week? No, $2,000 a month, sorry. $2,000 a month. So you know what, every single month, my goal is to make $2,000 a month. What is that going to do? That's going to stop you from overly trading. That's going to stop you from trading too much. It's going to stop you from forcing it, rushing it. And guess what's going to happen? You're probably going to start to make $2,000 a month. Oh, but John, I can't live on that. I can't retire on that. What are you talking about? Well, let me ask you a question. What is the differences for making $2,000 a month and $20,000 a month? Or $200,000 a month? The exact same trades. The exact same approaches, the exact same discipline. Just obviously a lot more money on those trades. That's how you get to your goal. Hey Nick, that's how you get to your goal, right? And starting small, having those discipline to make small amount of money every single month. And once you're so disciplined and so consistent about having all those characteristics of a successful trader in play, and you start to have consistent results month after month after month, that's when you start to take off, when you start to make millions a year. It's the exact same trades. So, there we go. Anyway guys, that's it for me today. Hope you guys enjoyed this little live stream from the gym today. Finished some cardio, did a little live stream for you guys, bit of stretching, now I'm going to go home and enjoy some time relaxing, and also journaling as well too. So have an amazing day, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.